to make sure that the Chromebooks were in their own organizational unit. I thought when you set them up at the very beginning of the year that that they would kind of follow the student along. I didn't know you had to, you know, set them up as well. So
yeah. Well, and the reason being because there are some settings that are user specific, but then there are some settings that are Chromebook specific. So that's why some schools don't put them in their own OU, but it's much easier to manage if you do.
okay.
So yeah. But there is this thing called it's a Google Sheet add-on. Have you finished them or are you still working on them?
No, I'm still, yeah, I'm still working on them.
Okay, well, let me just share my screen and I'll show you something. Let's see. I think I have it in this admin account. uh, wow, this looks different now. Okay, let me go to my drive for this account. There is something called Chromebook inventory. I think I might have it on the list of things. I'll look and see, but it's an add-on. So like when you go into your drive and you go to Google Sheets, you can open up just a blank Google Sheet, go to add-ons, and then click on get add-ons.
Okay.
So add-ons, get add-ons, and you're going to look for Chromebook inventory. Let's see, yeah. Chromebook inventory. There's also one called Chromebook Getter. I've not used it and I'm looking, I don't see it. Yeah, it's this one right here.
Okay.
So you would click on it and then you would just click add. Okay. And then I'll show you what it looks like. I'll just do I'll do a new one. So I'll go into, let me just go here. Oops. I just want to open a sheet. So let me just open a new Google Sheet and I'll show you from the beginning because it will save you some time. So we added the add-on. Now I've opened a Google Sheet. I'm going to go to add-ons at the top and I'm going to go to Chromebook inventory and say export devices. And so what that's going to do, and the first time you'll have to sign into like, you know, your admin console or whatever, that will export all the devices out. And so I would just leave this at the where it says export from the org unit. I would leave it at your very top level and make sure you checked include suborgs, because then it's going to pull all of your Chromebooks. And then when you say export to sheet, what it does is it logs into that admin console, it pulls out all of the Chromebooks and it tells you where they all are. Then you can go to this spreadsheet and you can update it on the spreadsheet and then upload it back into your console and it puts them where they need to go.
Oh, because I've been sitting doing it by hand.
Oh, it's saying no devices found. I'm not sure why it said no devices found.
Okay. Okay, hold on 1 second again.
No problem.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, there was no update.
Okay.
And so we hit refresh on there. There was a refresh button on it, and then went to go open it and it wouldn't open.
Okay, you hit the refresh button on the
wireless display adapter
up on top on the projector.
Mm-hmm. What one on? There's a one on top of the projector as well.
Well, no, like the one that's attached to the projector.
No, I don't know what that is.
Okay, the actual adapter is attached to the back of the projector.
Okay.
And you have to sit there and hold it for like 20 seconds before it'll actually reset.
Okay, and I guess Kelly's having problems with this computer doing Scantrons too.
Oh.
I know. I gotta go outside and get clothes for a kid too.
Okay.
Okay, I'll see if she can get up there and hold it then.
Okay.
I'm not getting up there.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye.
All right. Bye. Okay.
Hey, Karen, bless you.
Okay.
Right, so I just did it again and it exported all of my devices. So like it tells me like these are my recent users on that device. I'm trying to get where you can see it a little better because there's like these are wide rows. So it tells me like where is it? Where it is, who's the user, who's the location. So what you would do is you would find that spreadsheet and you would come in here and change that path. So let me pull up one that looks a little bit better. Let me see if it's here. No, that's showing my devices. It's same kind of thing, but because there's so many users on this, it's like it's a long field. But you can see if it has just a line, that means it's at your top level. So what you can do is you can edit this sheet and tell it you want it to go into, you know, whatever your units are. So like slash Chromebook slash, you know, school, or however you have it set up. And then you could do that for each one of your units and then upload it again. So once you get it all corrected, like you get them put where you want them to go, you would go back to add-ons and go back to Chromebook inventory and just say update device from sheet. So then what would happen is any corrections or changes you made to this spreadsheet would then be uploaded to your admin console, and you wouldn't have to go one by one. You would go one by one here, but you wouldn't have to go find it in your console, then change it, etc.
Okay, so would I need to do a domain install or individual install?
Individual install. So that means only you're the one using it. It's going to work for your domain, but you're the only one with access.
Okay, and so how would I sign up though as the admin?
Yeah, I would sign up for whatever
Okay,
account you use as your admin in your console.
okay.
And so while you're doing that, back on your email thing, that was so weird because when I made those changes, like after you said, and I took out the, you know, those restrictions or whatever, I could send and receive then from that account, because I would test it from that account you set up for me. I would send myself an email and it wouldn't go prior to that, or sending to that account would never go. But once I took out those restrictions, it worked. So I thought, oh, that was our issue. We took those restrictions out and it was sending back and forth for me, but then it was the next morning you said that it wasn't for them. So so weird.
Okay, so now I go, tell me again.
Okay, so open up like a new Google spreadsheet.
File new spreadsheet. Okay.
Yep. So open your new spreadsheet and then go under add-ons and go down to Chromebook inventory and then export devices.
It's not there.
And you just did the
Oh, because I'm signed in as me and not as the admin.
Oh yeah.
My Google
So
account.
yeah.
Because it says request. I need access.
Yeah. So if you sign in, like open another Chrome browser or whatever and sign in as your admin, then that should run for you. And this is a cool little spreadsheet. It's still free. The guy who developed it now works for a different company, and they created Chrome Gopher that does a whole lot more of these kinds of things, but it's a paid for service. Whereas this is still free. So that's why I always say this one first.
Oh my gosh. Hold on a second.
No problem.
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't find it. The only buttons I found was an input one and a power
No.
button.
No, it's that little bitty thing sticking out of the back of the projector.
Like a little black square sticking
Yes.
out.
Yes. And
There's no button on it. I looked at it.
okay. There should be a tiny, tiny little button.
I'll go look again, but yeah, I didn't see it.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I'll be over there in a little bit.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. I downloaded it as admin and I'm still not seeing it as an add-on.
Okay, so then let's go in your spreadsheet, go back to get add-ons again, and let's see what happens when you find it there and search for it again. That should have done it. And does it allow you to then, does it say uninstall or add once you find it?
It just says needs permission.
It's permission, and you're signed in as yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm signed in as the admin.
Do you want to share your screen and let me see what it says? I'll stop sharing. Let's see if it allows you to share. Let me see. Yeah, it should let you to share. Oh, wait. No, yeah. Who can share? All participants. Yeah. So let's see if it'll let you share your screen, and that may help. Okay. All right. Domain install. You did individual install. Contact your admin to get approval to install this app. Do you have in your domain where it doesn't allow you to, where you don't allow them to install apps and extensions?
I don't know, but I mean,
But you are admin and super admin. I would think you would have that. So let's just see if we've got it restricted where you can't install. So go to devices. Up on the top left where it says Chrome, go to Chrome, and then go to apps and extensions and users and browsers. And then allow other apps and extensions from the Chrome web store. Yeah, you're allowing everybody to install. And where are you in the administration and IT? Is that where you're? Okay.
yes.
So allow other apps and extensions. You're allowing everything. You're not forcing. Well, let's just install it right here for you then. Well, no, it's not it's an add-on, not an extension. Okay, let me think.
Oh no.
Okay, you handle that and I'll figure it out.
Yes, ma'am.
I think I got it fixed on the projector.
Okay, awesome.
But this other computer on the fax machine is just sitting there and turning and turning and turning.
Okay.
And someone had up a Xerox registration form to submit.
Oh, well, X that out. We don't want to do that.
I know, that's what Kelly did. I was like, I don't know why it's even on that one.
Yeah, check the wireless connection.
Okay, I'll go look.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Bye.
Okay, I was sending you to extensions. We need to go to add-ons, which is a part of Drive. So it may be that they're turned off. So go back to your apps and then go into your Google Workspace apps and then Drives and Docs. So let's see, Drive and Docs. And then it is under features and applications. And then let's see where it says add-ons. Allow users to install Google Docs add-ons from the store. It's on. What? Okay, click on yours where you are and see. Yes, it's on. It's on for everybody. Well, that doesn't make sense then.
Yeah.
Okay. Go back to a spreadsheet on that account. So like just into a new tab and open a spreadsheet.
Let me go back to where it was.
Okay. That is your school account. That's your admin account, right?
Right. Yeah.
But at the top where it has your icon and says paused, is that your admin account too?
No, right here where it says R,
That is, okay.
this is.
Let's go back just for grins to see if in the tab where your admin is, so like on the different window, because like you had your admin console pulled up in a different window, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, let's go to a new tab there, like up like where that attendee Zoom thing is. Click on that and let's just go to Drive up there. And so type in drive.google.com and let's just see if that's kind of, that doesn't make sense, but. All right, now do a new spreadsheet. Oh, well, it's there because that's what you created it. Okay, open that and let's see what happens. Oh, yeah, that's whatever.
New spreadsheet.
Let's try it from there because we know in both ways you're in with that account. So go to add-ons.
Well, in a minute.
Yeah. Eventually, right?
Yeah.
All right, add-ons. Let's
Not
do
there.
add-ons and see what happens. That's so strange. Okay, let's do Chromebook inventory. Okay. Individual install. Okay, continue.
Still said I needed permission.
I didn't see that pop
Yeah.
up. Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. Contact your admin to get approval. You are the admin. Okay, let's see if you try Chromebook Getter, Getter.
Oh my gosh. Yes, ma'am.
She finally got the computer to work.
Okay.
And I haven't heard back from Charity. I told her to call me if it didn't work.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye.
Yeah, you don't have to go over there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try that one and see what happens.
Need your permission.
Okay, but if you say continue, you acknowledge that your information is correct. Okay, now click you.
Oh, that one's going.
That one's letting you go. I think that, let me see, Chromebook. So let's try that one. I've not used it, but I've heard lots of people talk about it.
Okay.
So let's go back to a sheet. It supposedly does the same thing. I think you get like a trial, excuse me, a free trial for a while, and then it's a paid service. I'm not 100% sure. Okay. Why is it not there? You just installed it. It went through the whole thing and installed.
did.
Okay, let me try it over here and see what happens.
Okay.
That's so strange. Add-ons. Get add-ons. I gotta spell it correct. Chromebook Getter. Let's see what happens. Individual install. Yes, it's doing the same thing it was asking you. I'm choosing my account. I'm allowing. Okay, now let me see what happens. If I go to spreadsheet, go to add-ons. It wasn't there either. Chromebook Getter. So I'm trying one more time. It's doing all the same things it did for you, but it's looking like it's not installing. Strange. Okay, let me look at my notes and see what I put on there about Chromebook Getter. Chromebook inventory, I put the link Chromebook Getter and Gopher for Chrome, but I know Gopher for Chrome is a paid, so let me see what this Chromebook Getter is. Oh, here, I'm going to drop a link in the chat and try to install it. Let's see if I can find our Zoom again. Let me see. Chat, where are you? See what happens if you try to install it from this link.
Okay. Let me come back to where.
Because that's from the marketplace instead of from the add-on. See what happens. Trying to see if it tells me. It
Contact
looks
admin.
app not allowed. Why? Oh, okay. All right. Because it's a workspace app, let me go to where that is in admin console. So that's let's see. Hey, Flavio.
Oh, hi.
We are just kind of troubleshooting some issues with Karen. So we can see what we can figure out with her, and then we can try any questions that you guys might have. I do have like this link that's back behind me over here somewhere that has some things we talked about the last coaching session. But let me see if I can't get her figured out real quick, and then I will help you out if you have questions, or you can just hang out and see if maybe the question she has it would be a question you had. All right, so that said for you that it's work marketplace apps. So we need to turn on marketplace apps. So let me, maybe that's what marketplace apps. I'm trying to remember where they are. No. Why am I drawing a blank? Add-ons. Google Workspace Marketplace apps. Okay, so go back to your regular app. So go back one window to apps. And then go to that Google Workspace Marketplace apps. Down one.
This one?
Uh-huh. All right. Add app to domain install. All right. So let's try to add the app there. Add app to domain Google Workspace. Yeah. So where do I? So at the top where it says add app to domain install. And now let's search for Chromebook Getter. Flavio, have you used Chromebook Getter or Chromebook Inventory to update all of your Chromebooks at one time?
Nope. The ones in.
I have not.
You have not?
That
Okay.
it was being done in the background each time that the Chromebook was being, turned on.
Okay. Okay, so maybe we can figure this out as a team. So it's not allowing you to install marketplace apps, even though everything looked like you had it set to install everything. It's not allowing you to add those. See if Chromebook Inventory is up there if you search in that.
Yeah, it didn't let me do that one either.
Okay. All right, so we have a setting somewhere in your admin console then that is saying that you are not, let's see, if I go into settings here. All right, I think I might have found it.
This one?
All right. Yep, allow users to, I would say, this one for you. If you don't want all of your users installing from Marketplace, then maybe just allow them to do whitelisted ones, and let's manage the whitelist and add those two to your whitelist. Okay, so you turned it on, right? Where they could? Yeah, there you go. Nice.
Okay.
All right, and then now try to install that again.
Okay.
So Fabio, so that you know, the issue she was having was that she needed to put all of her Chromebooks in one OU in order to be able to administer the STAR testing. And she was doing it manually one by one. So I was trying to get her to get one of these, either Chromebook inventory or Chromebook getter, so that she could update it on a spreadsheet and then import it back in. So that was the goal we were working on.
Alrighty.
All right, let's see if we get there now.
Nope.
Oh, oh, I thought it looked like we were doing something. I thought it was working. Good gravy.
Okay, here we go again. So did it change for everybody? Yeah, it changed for everybody.
Well, let's see if we can install it. Then let's go back and change it afterwards, if it lets you install with everybody. So strange. Yay, it's installed. Okay. Now go back and change that setting where students can't install it. Are you sure you're at that admin level, your user account at that admin level?
Well, I just left it how Randy had it.
Okay.
I don't know how he had it.
Okay. Well, we could check that later too to see, but let's go ahead and go to your spreadsheet now and let's see if that add-on will be up there. So go to your add-ons.
Let's do a new one.
Did it show it? I'm sorry, my phone beeped and I looked to answer a question. So under add-ons, go over. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now I've not used this, so let's try. Let's do Chromebook actions and see what happens. Will it pull in your Chromebooks? It's working. Okay. So here comes all right. So starting organization, I would just say include sub-organizations. Okay, and get Chromebook. I would choose that top level because they're probably scattered all over the place. And now get Chromebooks.
Okay.
Excuse me. All right, so say okay. And then now here's where all your Chromebooks are. So see over there on that left where like that top one on row 2 is to this person, wherever it is. Yeah, there you go. So all of these up here are at your top level. So what you would need to do, if you know where they go, you would click on that drop down level next to that Chromebook and put it in the OU that you need it to be in.
Right here?
Nope, over on the first column. See where that org unit path is?
Yes.
There should be a drop down. Now, where do you need it to go?
And that's where you would move it to.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you have an OU that's just Chromebooks?
No.
Okay.
Because
So
I didn't know I needed one.
Okay, where have you been putting them when you're doing them one-at-one in each campus?
By grade level.
Oh, wow. Okay. Now, do the kids have their own Chromebook or you share?
No, they each have their own.
Okay. The only problem with putting them like this, following their school or their grade level, is every time you want to put them, let's say it's the eighth graders' turn to STAR test, you're going to have to go to, well, I guess with the eighth grade, you'll just go to your class of whatever the eighth graders are and put those in kiosk mode or whatever.
Because
So
they'll
that
get
will
they'll get the
probably
same one
work.
back next year.
Okay. That will probably work then, since they're one-on-one and they get the same Chromebook every time. The only problem is, let's say if you have something, let's say you had 5 grades that were testing today and you needed to put them all in, kiosk mode or whatever, you would have to go to each grade level and do that. Whereas if you had one OU that was just Chromebooks, you could sort them out by grade level, or you could sort them out by campus and have them all in one place if you wanted to. And that would make it easy when you're applying specific Chromebook settings.
Okay, because see, I already have them like this.
Okay. And so your devices are where each campus is then. Okay. Yep. So they're installed. Okay. Inherited. Perfect.
See, I already have it set up like this.
Okay. So you already went and added them to each grade level. You're probably okay going the route you were going.
Okay.
Yeah. So you just have your Chromebooks and your users all in one place, and that will work for the way that you're going about doing it. Sometimes schools will put like Chromebooks in their own OU, and then any Chromebook specific thing is taken care of in that OU. But with your
Okay.
students being one-on-one and getting the same Chromebook every time, this will work for them. If you had done it where you had one Chromebook OU, you would have only had to install that STAR testing in that one place instead of having to go to every single grade level.
Okay. Okay.
It's the only, but you've already done it now, so the work's already done. So I would leave it like it is.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, and then I would just go in that spreadsheet and change that first column to be this first column where it says org path. I would drop down on that list. Why does that not have a drop down? Go to the next one. Maybe we just got
There
there.
we
You
go.
go. And stick it wherever it's supposed to go. And it's going to be easy because you've got their years over on the right. So I think that will be the easier way to do, because you're having it all in one spreadsheet instead of going and finding each one and then moving it. And then when you get finished doing all of that, if you look over in your wizard on the right, see where it says set Chromebooks, you would kind of walk through that wizard, and it's going to take everything in this spreadsheet and upload it back to your admin console.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So
Sounds
that'll
good.
take some time, but not as much time as going through each individual
Yeah,
one.
that was taking me forever.
Yeah, it's way too much to do that. So yeah, already you've got 3. It's way faster than just pulling up one Chromebook in your admin
Yes,
console.
definitely. All right. Well, I have my daughter said that I need to call her ASAP, so I'm going to mute
All right, you go right ahead.
and see what's going on.
All right,
Thanks,
perfect.
Deb.
No problem. All right, Flavio or Flavia, what's the correct way to say your name?
I got a quick question of you regarding this app that you guys just showed.
Yeah.
I was just reading through the description now. It's a paid app, it seems. Is that correct? You pay for it?
Some features are not. So like I just pulled it up to look, and let me see where I found that. Let me find. Okay, yeah. Here, I'll share my screen now. Maybe if I can find my Zoom window again.
Yes.
All right. So I looked it up in the workplace app. So there's some free things, and then there are paid things. So like what she was needing to do was free. So we were needing to get all of the Chromebooks, and we were needing to change their data. So that was free, but if you look, there's other things that you could do that are not. So what we tried first was, instead of Chromebook Getter, we tried Chromebook Inventory. And for whatever reason, she couldn't get that one installed. This one is all free. And this is the one I've used in the past. The person who created this now works for Amplified IT. Then they have a paid thing called Chrome Gopher that does this, but it's a paid service. So everything I've wanted to do in the past, I've been able to do with this Chromebook Inventory. But for whatever reason, we weren't getting that one installed. So people had told me about Chrome Getter. And so that's why we went that route.
Okay, but it does the same thing, right?
Yeah, basically same thing. And I have like this, I'll drop this link into the chat. So, oh, it's the link that's behind me too, but I'll still put it in the chat. That's just kind of a little file that I put together last time to cover some of the questions that had been sent in prior. And so it's just kind of a scattering of stuff, but I have links out to Chromebook Inventory, Chromebook Getter, and then Gopher for Chrome as ways to help you manage those Chromebooks.
Alrighty.
So top one is the free one. Chromebook Getter is the one we were looking at, that's some free, some paid. And then Gopher for Chrome is a paid service.
Excellent. Alrighty. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, were there other questions that you had about your console or?
Not particularly, not at this point.
Okay.
We've been rather abruptly adding Chromebooks to our inventory, where we had only 100. Now we have close to 700.
Oh, wow.
Within a span of 3 months or so, and so.
Oh, wow.
This is definitely going to be helping.
Okay, good. Yeah, that helps a lot. There's also there's one other tool. Let me see if I put it in here. It's a free tool, but you have to buy an Arduino to put it on. It's called, what is it called? Chromebook. Like, are you doing white glove service from Dell? Are they enrolling your Chromebooks in your console?
No, unfortunately not.
Okay. All right. Well, let me find this tool then for you. Chromebook. Now that I'm needing to, it's not enroller. I don't know what it is. What? It's Centipede. That's what it's called. So it's called Centipede for Chromebook enrollment. Okay. So this is a tool that it's a free, so Amplified T has free code that you put on an Arduino board. So what you do is you take their code. You have to buy the Arduino board though, but let's say you're doing 600 Chromebooks, you get 3 or 4 of these little Arduinos, put the code on it, and then you just plug them in and they do all the enrollment for you. So you never have to touch the machine itself. So let me see, this is kind of a little video here that kind of shows it. Let me turn on that. I don't think there's any audio on it, but I'll share it anyway. So basically what's happening, now you're having to touch everyone and do the Alt-E or whatever to enroll. So you would put all of that code from them on a little Arduino board like this. Looks just like a little USB flash drive. Then you plug it in and it goes through all of the step for you. So like they have like 5 of them. They plug it in, it starts doing everything. It's searching for the network you've told them. It's putting in the passwords. It's putting everything you would manually have to type in to enroll. It's doing that for you. It agrees to everything. Everything's done. You're not having to type all of this in. So it allows you to go ahead and, stick the next one in. It does everything for you. And that's all you got to do. Okay. So the expense would be getting those little Arduino boards and putting that code on there. But then it would save you a lot of time if you're manually doing 600 machines at one time.
So I wish I'd have known about this about 250 machines ago.
Yeah, I know, that would have been nice, right? Let me drop this in the chat just so you guys have it too, just in case the next time you purchase Chromebooks, if you don't do the white glove service, you know, it's an option.
All righty.
At our school, when the last school district I was in Texas, we hired kids in the summer to do that. But it's much cheaper to get little Arduino boards and have them do it much quicker, even if you do have help than, you know, manually doing it. So
Yeah, definitely.
yeah. Were there any other Google admin questions that you had that you were thinking about, or?
It was just one, and it's something that I've been working with since we've been working with Google apps. Is there a way to access other people's other accounts data? I know that I can look at the what's the app name? I can go through, oh gosh, Vault.
Vault. That's really your only option other than signing in as that
the
user.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All
So
right.
if you go through Vault,
But then that
let
doesn't give me access to the files, right? It just shows me that they're there. Am I correct?
you can access the files. Yep. So once you run the report, and it's different. I think I put this in the handout. They've changed the way you access Vault now. So it used to be some e-discovery, something another, but where is it? So I put a link in this file that I have for you out to Vault support and new Vault settings. So that there's some new settings you can do within Google Vault, but instead of going to that old address, it's just, I think it's, where do I have it in here? Vault.google.com, I think. Let me see if that's right. Gotta spell it right. Yeah, vault.google.com. And so you can run matters or reports. And when you run them, so let's say I want today's, last week to today, maybe. And I'm just looking for email right now. So I'm going to do the email. Then what do I want to do? Do I want to view them? Do I want to export them? Do I want to download it as a CVS? So you decide kind of what you want to do with that.
That's nice. I haven't seen this new one.
And you also have, if we come back and you start a matter, so let's say you have a kid that's bullying somebody or whatever, you can just create a matter. And then let's see, let's say it's in Google Drive that I want to see their files. So maybe they're bullying and in Google Drive or whatever the case may be. Then you can come in here, put in their address. You're pulling everything from their Google Drive. You can put your start and end dates so that you have that. And then you can just search for all of this. So it's going to search for those files. So here they are. And I can now open up these files. So you can see these are all the things that when they were last modified, whatever, I can open up this spreadsheet and see it. And nobody even knows. That user has no idea that I was even in their drive. And if it was like unread email, it would still be unread to them.
See. Okay.
And then you can also export this. So it would export them all out with those files itself.
Oh, this is nice. I haven't touched it in a while because I couldn't get the information that I needed. So I kind of stopped. But this looks.
Yeah. And if you ever have questions or you're in one and you need help, just shoot me an email and I'll be happy to help you with that too. The one important thing about Vault, you want to go into this retention and you want to make sure that all of these rules are set to indefinitely.
Okay.
And the reason being, like, if you say, well, I only need this information for 30 days, so I'm going to keep the duration 30 days. Well, then what happens on day 31 is all those files are deleted from that user's inbox or trash or wherever they may be on day 31. So you want to keep all this set to indefinitely so it doesn't get rid of anything that you've run a report on or anything like that.
Okay. All righty. Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. And you should have, did you get my email from when you registered for the training today or the session today?
Probably did it. Yes, I'm sure I did.
Okay, so you've got my email address, then I'll also drop it in chat too, just in case.
All righty.
And then that way, if you get to looking at it and you're like, I know Deb said something about it, but I have no idea what she said, then you can just shoot me an email and I'll help you out.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. All right, other questions you guys have? We have a few more minutes left.
Hey, Deb. My principal was wanting to see if there's any way that we could look to see where students have been, like on a Google search.
To see their history.
Yes.
This is going to let you see Drive, Chrome. I don't think in Vault you can see history. Let me think on this.
Okay.
I know that I'm sure people ask that one all the time. And what Vault allows you to see is anything that's in their email, their Drive, any chats that they have, groups, any of their Meet settings. You see all of that in Vault, but you don't see their Chrome history. I'm trying to think how we would see their.
And where's Vault at?
So it's vault.google.com, but it is in, like, if you go into your Google Workspace apps.
Okay.
Where is Vault? Google Vault is where the app is located, but it doesn't let you run the reports from there. It's kind of weird. Let me get back in here. What is my password? All right, let's see. So when you click on Google Vault, all it does is it allows you to turn it on and off. And you really only want it on for you, like wherever you are. So if I'm in your, whatever, and I wouldn't turn it on at the top level by any means. So for you, Karen, I'd turn it on your admin IT group. So wherever your super users are, I would only turn it on for them. So that's why it should only be on for some, not everybody. Okay, it's still going to pull everybody's reports. And then you would just go to Vault, I still can't spell, .google.com, and I'll drop that in here too. I think I put that on that training file. Yeah. So I put about retention. So that's that part where we talked about retentions. And then if I thought I put the address, maybe I didn't. So let me just put it right here. So vault.google.com. And then I did put a support link for that too. So if that helps what you can and can't do in Vault, but I need to think on history, how I find that. I don't know if I can in the admin console, honestly. Flavio, do you have an idea about that? Like, she wants to be able to see a child's history on their device. So like when I go into Chrome, I have the devices, but that doesn't show me their history, like their search history is what they're wanting to see.
Not that I know of. I mean, I have to use a third-party app to.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, as far as I know, again, I'm not knowledgeable that much, but yeah, we use a third-party app that gives us the history of all the sites that they use and search history and whatnot.
Yeah, and I don't think that there's a way to do that in the console. I can see things like how active they are. I can see like, app usage. I can see the overall app usage and stuff. But I don't, Yeah, this is just showing me their usage because I don't know if you guys saw the email, but Google is going to start limiting drive space. So right now we're all unlimited. Supposedly it's going to be something really large for all campuses or all districts, but that's where this app usage is coming into play because eventually storage is going to be limited. It's still going to be a large capacity, but when I saw that email, I was, no, you can't do this to us. But they are. So maybe that's where that one is coming from. But I don't think so, Karen. I don't think there's any way within the console.
Okay. All right. I'll tell her because she
Yeah.
was trying to catch some kids that were cheating. So
Yeah. Now, if you can grab hold of their Chromebook, you can see their history. Or Flavia, what third-party app is it that you use? Do you, if you don't mind?
Yeah, no problem. We use Imperial.
Okay.
Not very happy with it, but you know, it does. what we need.
Right. And I know there's lots of different ones out there. I haven't used one recently, so I'm kind of like you. What I hear is, oh, it does some of the job, but it's not the best, but it does something. So that's my guess is you're going to have to get something more like that. If I find out any different though, Karen, I'll email you.
Flavio, how do you spell that?
IMPERO.
Okay. Okay. I found it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, good.
Sure.
I'm trying to think. Oh, and the one thing I'll show you guys here while I'm in the report. So I went to reports. Under the audit log, there is an admin report, and this tells you everything that's done in your admin console. So like Karen, when I made those changes a week or two ago for you, you would have been able to see what change was made, what it was, the details of it, who made it, and date and time, and their IP address. So it's always kind of nice to know, especially if you have someone else helping you manage the console, to be able to come back and, you know, take a look at this and see what they've been doing. Or if you've made a change and you're like, I don't know what I did, you can come back here and take a look at that.
Okay. How do I know if like right now I just changed it admin to my name instead of Randy's name.
Okay.
How do I know if I'm like super user?
All right. So if
Randy
you're
is super
in,
user?
I can pretty much tell you are, because when you were sharing your screen, you were seeing everything. When you go to admin, you're seeing all of the boxes and you're seeing
Okay.
everything.
Okay. All right.
But you could search for your name. So like if I search for my name in this console, I can pull my name up. And then when you search for your name, you come down, you will see roles under admin rules and privileges.
Okay. I see
That
it.
would
The
tell you.
super admin.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
And you really only want more than likely you to be the super admin.
Okay. Since I changed my name and I took Randy's name off of it and put my name, can I get rid of his name now?
Yeah. So basically what you did is you took him as a user and
Well,
changed it to you.
I renamed user
Yeah.
as the admin. I renamed user and put my name in place of his.
Okay. Yeah. So he no longer exists as that person because you changed his name. It's almost like if you got married and you change your last name, it's still the same account. It just belongs to a different person now. So you shouldn't see Randy in there anymore unless he had two accounts. What you might want to do though, go to your main admin console and go to admin roles.
Where's that at?
Yeah, so admin, where is it? There should be, it's a green lock, says admin roles.
Okay.
And then click on that. And then where it says super admin, click on the right where it says view admins. So you can see who all is the admin on your account.
Me and you.
All right, perfect. That's good. And you can always suspend my account if you feel more comfortable with that. And
Okay.
then if you need me to ever do anything for you, just unsuspend it and I can go back in.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's good. I'm glad it's just you and there wasn't someone else. So that's good.
Okay.
All right, cool. Well, if I learn of any other way to see the history in the admin console, I'll keep you posted. But
Okay.
honestly, I don't think there is.
All right. I'll let her know.
Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, and there's several different third-party apps out there that do that. Let me see. If I look on like that handout we used last time, I gotta find it. At the very top is a where is it? Google Admin contact info. It's not people from the Dell sessions, but like if you were to open that, there's like when I taught at the TCA conference, where is it? Here's lots of people that said they wouldn't mind being contacted by other folks that kind of help out. So you can look at this list and see if any of these schools are close to you and maybe reach out to that person and say, hey, I saw your name on this list. What do you use or anything like that?
Okay. All right.
Might be worth a shot. I don't know.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, was everything okay with your daughter?
She's getting into a neurologist, so she's telling me when her appointment is. So
Oh, all right. Well, that's some serious news she needed to talk to her mom about. So I'm
Yes.
glad you were able to go.
yes, she is.
All right. Well, I hope everything works out with that. And
Thank you.
if you have any other questions, just shoot me an email because I feel like we're good, close friends now.
Yes, definitely.
And I'm glad your email is working. That makes me happy.
Me too.
Yeah. And I'm glad we got to have a little one-on-one and a little extra thrown in there for Flavio. So that worked.
Yeah, I like that little spreadsheet thing. That's gonna work out good.
I guess it was maybe last year, maybe when we still got to travel, and I was at a Florida conference and they're like, we have so many admins in this room. We need a way of, sharing information. I said, well, I'll create the spreadsheet. And if you want, and you're comfortable, stick your name on here. So it's been nice because I can go back to that too and say, oh, wait, I know this person was really good at printing or whatever.
Right.
And say, now, what did you use? Remind me. So it's always good to have resources in your back pocket.
I agree. Okay.
All right,
Well,
my dear. Good luck with everything. And you're doing an awesome job holding down that fort.
thank you. I appreciate it. It's been wild, let me tell you.
I'm sure it has. I don't doubt it. I can tell by all the phone calls you received.
All right. Thanks, Deb. You have a good one.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.